backfield. Miller and Greg Pruitt. Greg Pruitt gets a block from Cleo Miller. He's at the 45, the 50, the far sideline, the 45, the 40, cuts back inside. Breaks tackles along the way, the 30-yard line. Breaks another tackle, one more, the 25, the 20.
Took a great play by Pruitt, taking off a face mask tackle and reversing his field to gain a tie with San Diego. Historically, the Browns have always been blessed with a super runner in their backfield, and Greg Pruitt joined the hallowed ranks of Marion Motley, Jim Brown, and Leroy Kelly with his great season. The muscular little man with the blinding speed raced for 1,067 yards on the ground and had an additional 700 yards on receptions and returns. In 1975, Greg Pruitt proved he is another in a long line of Cleveland super runners. Sensational Greg Pruitt, with his straightaway speed and hairpin turns, is an exciting sight. A glittering showcase of talent in orange and brown. Greg Pruitt was a marked man in 1974. The tattered jersey was his trademark as the mighty Mite from Oklahoma became the Browns' chief offensive weapon.
When I played with the Cleveland Browns, I went through a lot of jerseys. You see a lot of it, I'm running and it's dangling in the air. I wasn't an Earl Campbell. Don't go run over you or be physical with you. I could run around you though. Usually the defender, they reached arm tackles and pulled down. And so they thought maybe if that's all they got, then the jersey would give me an advantage.
Breaks another tackle, one more, the 15, the 10, 5, touchdown, Greg Pruitt.
What's this jersey made of?
It's 100% cotton. Most of them now are nylon, but this was cotton. They treated it with something to actually make the material even weaker. So when you add 250, 60 pounds pulling on it, it tears.
Really quick acceleration. Lost part of his shirt. Didn't bother him at all. I'll give my all for the Cleveland Browns.
But any infraction of this jersey meant I had to lead the game. And it was almost like the Indianapolis 500. You had guys over there on the sideline waiting on the jersey, and I would come out, put another jersey on, then run back in.
Kicks away.
I remember a punt return against Denver. I cut back and somebody was running behind me. They grabbed, and they ended up with just that jersey.
45-50, Pruitt to the 40. The man to beat, he's down to the 30.
I went back to like the 1 yard line, and we ended up beating Denver right at the end of the game. That jersey did save me from being tackled.
The tearaway jersey seemed to give Pruitt and others who wore it superpowers. All Greg Pruitt did was amass more total yards than any runner in franchise history, besides Leroy Kelly and Jim Brown.
But the day in every way belonged to Greg Pruitt. The little guy with the torn jersey trademark rocketed through the Chiefs for 214 yards and 3 touchdowns.
It was a rags to riches story. but wearing rags eventually wore on Pruitt.
There were some games, it was like every other play, these guys was tearing my jersey up. To me, it was a distraction more so than anything because I needed to study the defense. You only had 30 seconds, and a lot of times I would get a jersey, come back, and they would shout the play to me, and I'm running the ball. I haven't had the time to really look at the defense or how I was going to attack the game.
The NFL banned tearaway jerseys in 1979. College football in 82.
How did you feel when they were outlawed in 79?
I was relieved. It was a big thing for the fans. It was entertaining. People always talked about the tearaway jersey, but all the stuff you got to do to keep one on, it's not worth it.